You felt things you couldn't explain. Not sadness, not happiness, not love. Something deeper. Something you had no name for. And the strange part? These feelings already have names. You just were never told they exist. Today, you're going to discover emotions you felt your entire life, but never understood. And once you hear them, you won't unsee them again. Sonder. Sonder is the realization that every random person walking past you has a life as complex as yours. They are not background characters. They are the main character of their own story. The man you saw drinking coffee this morning, he has memories, regrets, dreams. The woman crossing the street, she has a past you will never know. Entire relationships, failures, love, loss, all invisible to you. And suddenly, the world feels overwhelming because everyone is living a life as detailed as your own at the exact same time. That is Sonder. And once you feel it, people will never feel the same again. Hiraeth. Hiraeth is homesickness for a place you cannot return to. Not just a physical home, but a version of life. A childhood moment. A memory that feels warmer than reality. It's the feeling of missing something that may never have truly existed the way you remember it. You walk into a place and feel like you've been there before, but not in this life. It's not nostalgia. It's deeper. It's painful longing for a home that might only exist in memory or imagination. That is Hiraeth. Limerence. Limerence is not love. It is obsession disguised as love. It is the feeling of intense emotional dependence on someone, often without reason. You think about them constantly. You imagine conversations that never happened. You analyze every message, every glance. And the worst part? They may not feel the same. Limerence is emotional addiction. It is the mind creating a universe around one person and trapping you inside it. Kenopsia. Kenopsia is the eerie feeling of a place that was once full of life, now empty. A school after everyone leaves. A mall at night. A playground in silence. The energy is gone, but it still feels like something should be there. You expect movement. You expect noise. But there is only silence. And that silence feels loud. Kenopsia is not fear. It is emotional emptiness left behind by presence that used to exist. Monachopsis. Monachopsis is the subtle feeling of not belonging where you are. Not in a dramatic way, but in a quiet, constant way. Like you were slightly out of sync with everything around you. You laugh, but it feels slightly delayed. You talk, but your words feel like they belong somewhere else. You are present, but not fully aligned. It is the feeling of being a misfit in reality itself. Not broken, just misplaced. Velocore. Velocore is the strange nostalgia of old bookstores. The smell of aged paper, the silence between shelves. Books that carry forgotten thoughts of people long gone. You feel like every book is a memory from another life, a story someone once lived, now preserved in silence. Velocore is the emotion of time trapped in pages, a feeling that knowledge itself has a soul, and you are walking through its memory. Anemoia. Anemoia is nostalgia for a time you never lived in. You look at old photographs, old cities, old films, and feel like you miss it, even though you were never there. It is a strange emotional illusion. Your heart reacts to a past that is not yours. Maybe it's the 80s. Maybe it's ancient cities. Maybe it's a time before you existed. But something in you says, I belong there. That is anemoia. Oculism. Oculism is the realization of how small your perspective is. You are trapped inside one point of view, your own eyes. You can never fully experience the world from another person's mind. You can only guess, you can imagine, but you can never truly leave yourself. It is the awareness that your life is just one tiny camera in a world full of billions, and yet you can only see through yours. That is oculism, and it is both limiting and strangely powerful. All these emotions share one truth. You have felt them before, but you never had words for them. And that is what makes them powerful. Because naming something makes it real. Once you know these feelings exist, you start seeing them everywhere. In strangers, in places, in memories, even in yourself. And maybe that is the real discovery here. Not that these feelings exist, but that you have been living with them all along. Unnoticed, unnamed, until now.